18 to 39-year-old Republicans say they would not support income caps, literally capping people's income. That's pretty incredible. But here's another example of literally how screwed we are. Now, this is interesting. It came out of NBC, Decision Desk polling on Gen Z. Are they the most accurate? No, but for our purposes, for these issue questions, it's accurate enough. And they sorted men who voted for Trump by what they said was the most important characteristic for definition of personal success, and then women who voted for Harris. And in our 18 to 39-year-old poll we just did, 51% of women said they voted for Harris. It's probably higher for 18 to 29-year-olds, somewhere in the 50s. So that's a majority of women. Only 33% of them said they voted for Trump in that poll. A majority of women voted for Harris. A majority of men voted for Trump. So this is the bulk of 18 to 29-year-old men and the bulk of 18 to 29-year-old women. These are people who are at peak marriageable age. They should be dating and building trust in a partner and forming a relationship. They should be procreating by the end of their 20s. They really should. That's what nature intended, and that's what our society's been like for a long time. But unfortunately, college feminism has taught them they need to have a career, and it has stuck. It has really stuck. I don't know how we resolve this situation. Burning down the colleges isn't going to do it. I mean, this is wild. Men who voted for Trump say the most important thing for defining personal success is to have children. Now, I don't know why it's only 34% of them. I'm not sure how it was asked, but 33%, number two, say financial independence. Okay, that makes sense. Fulfilling job and career, but 29% say being married. That's like in their top four. Having children, 34% being married. I don't know why children is higher than married, but that's how they define success. Then money and owning a home, and being spiritually grounded, making family and community proud. Down at the bottom is retire early and having emotional stability, whatever the heck that means. But for women, number one most important thing, not having children. Having children is the last. 6%. 6 freaking percent. Men who voted for Trump are almost 6 times as likely as women who voted for Harris to say that having children is the most important definition of success. After a fulfilling job career, half of them, 51%, they really, really want that. Then it's having money, 46%. Then emotional stability. Now, I don't know if it's because they perceive that they currently lack it, or I don't know. A lot of these people are going to college, and one of my theories is that women get emotional stability from validation, and you get a lot of validation when you have a degree that you're proud of, I guess. I don't know, or a job. Using talents and resources to help others, financial independence, having no debt, owning a home, pretty materialistic, making family and community proud, 19%. I mean, I guess they can be commended for using talents and resources to help others at 37%, but being grounded spiritually, able to retire early, 6%. So down at the bottom, being married, 6%, having children, 6%. That's incredible. Being married and having children among Trump men voters was a combined 63%. Among women, it's 12%. And women are almost 7 times more likely to say that having emotional stability is a more important definition of success than either being married or having children. This is like civilization ending. And so a lot of the comments on Twitter were like, hey, well, they're going to breed themselves out of the gene pool. Well, first off, being liberal, unfortunately, is not genetic. It's upbringing and how the colleges are all there. The parenting situation is horrifying. Men have been effeminized. Like everything is still set up to produce women like this. This is, I think, the system of anti-patriarchy that's just controlled everything. How do you fix this thing? This is what Elon complains about when he says that we're going to have a population collapse, which will probably result in a social services collapse and a dollar collapse. And I'm sorry, but probably the only solution is replacement migration. Maybe it's just financial. Maybe it's the only thing they think will prevent a complete and utter collapse of our society. But looking at these lists, I don't think there's going to be a lot of breeding among 18 to 29-year-olds. I just don't. who's going to pay for all that Social Security and Medicare? Like, where's it going to, this is like civilizational collapse. Is this worse than Japan? I don't know, but this is horrifying. But there are other horrifying measures. If you're a channel follower, you've seen this before, but this was a super big poll we did about Americans' mental health, and the results were not good. 23% of all adults say doctors diagnosed them with a mental condition. Pretty bad. 26% of women, 30% of 18 to 29-year-olds, 37% of 30 to 39-year-olds, women under 40, 35%, 31% of liberals, 34% of liberal women, 43% of 18 to 39-year-old liberals, but still 30% of 18 to 39-year-old conservatives. So it's a bit of an age signal. I mean, it just goes on, absolutely horrifying. And these people are on meds. 20% of all adults, but 28% of 18 to 29-year-olds, 23% of women, 31% of women under 40, 32% of liberal women, 37% of 18 to 39-year-old liberals are taking drugs for mental health. And 32% of them are seeing a therapist. Again, these are not good things for society. This is another measure. You say, wow, 18 to 29-year-olds, they're becoming more conservative. Yeah, but they're insane and they're becoming less well. These numbers are going up. It's going to get worse. And then finally, there's this one. Again, 18 to 29-year-olds, they're super conservative. They're becoming a bigger portion of the electorate, and the electorate is moving towards Trump. But at the same time, according to the Gallup poll, support for capitalism is at an all-time record low, 54%. Just off the top of your head, would you say you have a positive or negative image of each of the following? Capitalism, 54%. Socialism, 39%. You might think we have free market capitalism. I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. But the 18 to 39-year-olds are not married to it. They are not married to it because they think this system doesn't work. So you can pound the table and say it's the best system. It's the one that got me rich. It's not working for them. And they know it. I think they know it. That's why I think they wanted Trump to flip the tables. I don't know. We'll see.